In a seismic ruling that is set to redefine South Africa's political landscape, the High Court has officially rejected President Cyril Ramaphosa's latest legal plea to halt proceedings against him involving serious allegations of corruption, financial mismanagement, and abuse of power. The verdict sent shockwaves through Luthuli House and reverberated across the nation, as the very foundations of the ANC's leadership are now under renewed scrutiny. This decision marks a devastating blow to Ramaphosa's presidency, which has already been under intense fire from both opposition parties and dissenting voices within the African National Congress itself. The High Court, in its strongly worded judgment, stated unequivocally that no individual is above the law, not even the sitting President of the Republic. Ramaphosa's legal team had mounted what they described as a constitutional safeguard motion, aimed at postponing or nullifying investigative proceedings stemming from various corruption-related scandals, including but not limited to the Plea farm foreign currency theft, questions surrounding ANC campaign finances, and his alleged knowledge of ongoing state capture-related activities. The legal team argued that these allegations were politically motivated, destabilizing, and lacked prosecutorial merit, but the court dismissed this argument outright. In fact, the judge presiding over the matter noted that substantial grounds exist to pursue the matter further and that Ramaphosa must present himself in a court of law to answer to the grave accusations leveled against him. The DA, EFF, and Action SA were quick to seize the moment. Julius Malema of the EFF, speaking outside the court moments after the judgment, declared, "Ramaphosa's shield of silence has been shattered. He can no longer run from justice. The people of South Africa deserve answers." Similarly, the DA's John Steenhuisen said this was a victory for transparency and accountability. Today's ruling reinforces the principle that the rule of law applies to everyone, no matter how powerful they may appear to be. Within the ANC itself, tensions have exploded into full view. Party Secretary General Fico Mbalula, who has been walking a political tightrope in recent weeks, was reportedly blindsided by the ruling. Insiders say Mbalula has been frantically trying to manage escalating factional warfare between Ramaphosa loyalists and those aligned with the Radical Economic Transformation (RET) camp, which has long called for Ramaphosa's resignation. The High Court's ruling has now emboldened the RET faction, with influential voices like Tony Yengeni and Carl Niehaus renewing their calls for a special ANC-NEC sitting to discuss Ramaphosa's future. Some ANC MPs are reportedly preparing to table an urgent motion of no confidence if the president does not voluntarily step aside to allow the judicial process to unfold. Legal experts have praised the ruling as a triumph for democracy and judicial independence. Professor Thuli Madonsela, the former public protector who once investigated state capture under Zuma, commented, "This ruling sends a clear message that institutions of democracy are still functioning. Justice must not only be done, it must be seen to be done, even for the president." Civil society organizations, including OUTA and Corruption Watch, issued a joint statement applauding the High Court's courage and calling on all arms of government to support the legal process. "We must now ensure that no political interference undermines this crucial step toward justice," the statement read. With the court's ruling now public, Ramaphosa must appear before a judicial inquiry or court within the next 30 days, as per the court's directive. His legal team is reportedly considering an appeal to the Constitutional Court, but insiders say even within his inner circle, morale is plummeting, and several advisors have already resigned or distanced themselves. Meanwhile, Parliament is expected to debate an impeachment motion within weeks if pressure continues to mount. Ramaphosa's leadership, once hailed as a beacon of reform and ethical renewal, is now dangerously close to total collapse. For millions of South Africans, this moment is a test of the nation's democratic resilience. Can South Africa hold its most powerful office bearers accountable? Can justice prevail even when politics threatens to muddy the waters? Only time will tell. But as of today, one thing is certain, that Cyril Ramaphosa is no longer untouchable. The law is coming for him, and South Africa is watching.